Hi, Job Guarantee callers. Today is July 8th, 2024, and the newspapers have been abuzz over the weekend with the question of whether Joe Biden is going to run in November. Now, that's an important question, but it'll get itself settled pretty soon. The more important question is, what platform will the Democrats run on? What will they offer the public that will distinguish them from the other side? I recommend that they consider the federal jobs guarantee. It's dramatic. It would have a big impact on people. It's easy to understand, and it's easy to understand the impact, and you can convince people that it's not going to do any harm and it's going to do a lot of good. All right, let's go over those points. It's easy to understand. All right, everybody in the country, every adult would have the legal right to a job at $18 an hour with child care, medical care, Social Security, retirement, and the right to join a union. This would apply to every adult in the United States. It's easy for people to understand what an $18 an hour salary how it would impact their lives. Very easy, so the next question is, could the federal government actually do it? Is it feasible? Now, once people understand that the federal government has an unlimited ability to create money, which states, municipalities, you and I don't have, the federal government, then they can believe that the federal government will create the money, can create the money without the need to tax anybody or borrow. All right. So that's number two. The federal government has the financial capability to do it. So number three, the next question becomes, will it hurt me? Well, when that money hits the economy, it's going to have an impact on prices when the government spends that money. The economists that designed the federal jobs guarantee did a simulation and found that in the first year, the federal jobs guarantee would increase prices in the economy as a whole by less than 2%, and in subsequent years, an increase of less than 1% a year. Now, for the people that get those jobs and go from nothing or $10 an hour to 18 plus all these benefits, they're not going to care because they're going to be so much better off that a 1 or 2% increase in prices isn't going to bother them a bit. What about the people who are above that level, making more money than that already? Well, the federal government could do things to lower their cost of living very easily, like lower tariffs. That would do it. And there are many other easy things that the federal government can do to lower the cost of living for people. So, number one, that policy is easy to understand. Number two, it's attractive to the 85 million or so poor and low-income voters in the United States. And number three, for the rest of the voters, they can see how it won't hurt them from a standpoint of price increases. In fact, that'll create more business for people all up and down the line, and it'll be a big support to local communities. So call your congressperson or one of your senators this week. Tell them you like the idea of a federal jobs guarantee, that the Democrats should adopt it as part of their platform. And while you're at it, please put in a word for peace in Gaza. The situation is getting worse and worse because it's not improving, and people are starving to death over there, men, women, and children. Thanks for making that call this week, and thanks for everything you do to make the world a better place.